Hey guys, welcome back to channel. This is Castlebat. We are in K1089 Kingdom. Alright, let me start with saying Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are enjoying with your family and having lots of fun, having good food and good drinks, right? Alright, so for this video I'm going to talk about one of the very good aspect of the game, which is interpreting the battle reports and understanding what's happening. So I see so if you go to the game and if you go to the web event, right here I see, I don't know if all of you see this option. If that's not the case, still I think we'll keep talking about and explaining stuff which appears here. Let me see what's happening. Alright, it just takes a bit time to load. Alright, we are there. So here's a chapter which says a post about interpreting battle reports. I think I went through it. It is, I mean, to me it was very useful, and the way they have explained it is very good job done actually. So let's see what it says. So here what they are saying is, hey, you guys send us a report and we're going to analyze it for you and we're going to publish that for you also, right? And so that others can understand. So here's I think a report provided by Lord Pamela from Kingdom 1670, and I think it's a sacred portal defense, right? I think 19 million lost versus 25 million lost. Defense was lost in this case. If you see the stats are okay, they're not very close, but they're not too different also. Equal battle, kind of, right? And so we're going to focus more about the formations being used here. So attacker, if you see, they're using T9, T10, cavalry, T12, and archers and cavalry formation, right? So whoever has that, that's what they're sending here, I think so. There's a lot of archers cavalry is being sent out. But the defense was lost. So what happened with the defense? And what defense formation was used in this case? So let's see. Here's a defender. Let's look at the defending side. The defender has Red Dragon, of course, Christina, and then little T10, not much, T12, a bit of it, and then you got infantries T9, cavalries, and a bit of archer, right? And then let's see what Scorpio has sent is T12, and you got T9 infantries, some of your griffins, and a lot of T12. T12, like I think it was sent 1 million T12, and some archers. The same goes for, I think, let's see, for Moko. Yeah, a lot of T12 cavalry is being sent. So we know T12 cavalries don't do good, but let's see why, right? So all above the entire battle report of this battle. The battle report are provided by the defending side. Okay, so what the team did is they basically analyzed this battle and they came up with the reasons why this battle was lost. So reason one, a few defenders and insufficient soldiers row. So according to battle report, there are 12 attacking players while only 3 defending players. The 3 players may have very high attributes and obtain enough advantage on attributes, but they have few soldier rows. I think the same happened to us also in the last palace, right? Because we were fighting it, we saw the stats and all. I mean, they didn't match, but we were busted out of the when we were thrown out of the palace, right? So what happened? The same thing I think happened here also. So what they're saying here is, see the example 1. So they're saying if you are sending out less number of rows or troop types and huge amount of that, they will not be so efficient. So example 1 says, with the same attribute, if one player sends 1 million T10 cavalry while he has 5 opponents and each of them send 200k T10 cavalry, then the kill amount of the side with more members will be 2 to 3 times of that amount of the single player. So that's a lot, right? I mean, you may be having a B stat, but because you don't have much players defending it alongside you, and you are like only focusing on one single troop type being heavy, I think this all will go fairly for like comparable stats, I think is okay. For brutal stats, still it may not work. But still, I mean, I think it's good enough to explain how things are working out here, right? Example 2, with the same attribute, if a player marches with 500k T10 cavalry and 500k T12 cavalry, his opponents has two players, one of them send 500k, the other one 500k T12, then the killing amount will be same. So it depends, I mean, the layering, right? How much layer has been used, how many times it has been used, so basically means how many players using it and what's the amount. So that's very nice actually to understand. Okay, so no matter which side we are, defense attack, we should rally members with similar attributes as much as possible, and each player should try best to send soldiers of different kinds as much as possible. Then the soldier will be able to play a battle role. Okay. Reason 2, improper soldier unit formation. So let's see what happened there. Too much shield soldiers reduce the attack ability of the whole troop. Okay, really? Why? Let's see. According to battle report, we can see that about 95% of the soldiers of the attacking side are cavalry. T10 and T12 troops have poor efficiency when fighting against cavalry. Because cavalry can ignore the shield soldiers and attack the back row directly. In the battle, we can see that many shield soldiers is still alive, while the shield soldiers can only kill a few soldiers. So your defensive infantry that you send, they could defend some, they could kill some. Of course, they will not kill, but they did not stop the attackers' cavalry to breach in the first layer and kill the rear soldiers. That's what they're saying here, right? So look at this example. You have 506 T12 being sent out. They killed 69,000, but they could not stop the other troops. They just marched in, right? That's what he's explaining here. And with the second thing, he's saying there were 195,000 troops being sent. So two example, 500k troops and 195,000 troops. See, the results is same, right? So I think it matters how much amount of T12 you're sending out. You're sending out huge amounts, is not going to work out. The back row soldiers such as T12 cavalry and archer cannot, or they are not strong enough while defending. We don't recommend them to use them to defend. That means T12 cavalry you should not use them. That's what they're saying, right? And T10 also, I believe. No, it's not T10. It says T12. The back row soldiers is T12 cavalry and archers. Okay, I got it. So archers and T12 cavalry, don't just use them. According to battle report, rather than kill enemy and earn you victory, they are kill and contribute more to your loss. We should change these soldiers. Okay. According to battle report, Mr. Wool set example of how to make formation in battle. 95% soldiers are melee soldiers, that is, I think range 1, I believe, and each kind of soldiers get a rare high kill loss ratio. So when defending, you should avoid back row soldiers if possible, such as T12 cavalry and archer and T10 siege. Do not send too much T10, T12 siege soldiers. Okay, so perhaps what you're saying here is use the range 1 troops, but then use less of your T10 and T12 shield soldiers. Let's try to provide a better formation and march amount in this battle. Reduce the amount of shield soldiers. So we can reduce the amount to 300k, the T12. Okay. And recall all range units. So we need to recall all range units such as T12 cavalry and archers. These soldiers will bring us nothing but battle loss. So all your the range 1 is good, but higher than that, range 4 is T12 cavalry. Do not use them. Archers, do not use them. Increase the types of melee attack troops. When defending against the cavalry on a track, we can use the following units to fill the march size. T10 cavalry, T13 griffin, these are all range 1 by the way. T9 pike, again range 1. T13 pike, T12 siege, T13 siege, these are quite good march options. Nice. Rationally allocate the amount of soldiers. As we mentioned above, the more of single units sent, the worse the income. In the case of similar attributes. So if you send like T13 griffins 1 million, not going to work out. I think I made that mistake for sure. I'm learning from this guide, I think, and that's why I want to share this if you don't already have gone through it, and it's good to discuss these things, right? For instance, according to the march size and the attributes, send 350k T13 griffin, 350k KT10 cavalry, 200 KT9, 50 KT12 siege engine, and 50 KT13 siege engine would be a good option. When you lack of some kind of soldier, you can send the soldiers you got out. Reason is that firstly we send multiple rows of melee units, and each of them counters cavalry quite well. Then we slightly increase the amount of T13 Griffin Knight and T10 cavalry. Since our cavalry attributes are higher, oh I see. So other stuff, stick to that. If you have less amount, or if you have more space left, add on the Griffins and the cavalry T10. Since the cavalry attributes are higher than the attributes of other soldiers, T9 pikeman is a regular march. The amount of our T12 and T13 siege engine is 50k, because the related attributes of siege engine is weaker than other soldiers. Alright, so it depends on your stats, it depends on enhancements, yes. But I think we got a ballpark or a formation style of what to use, what not to use. This is brilliant. This tutorial is very good. So I hope this helps. Please do subscribe, share, and like our videos. And again, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the day. Good luck.